It's week 1 of the 2022 season, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Pats and the Dolphins, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined by my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. And at long last, it's time to begin another season in the NFL. And if this looks familiar, Charles, it's because it is. For the third straight season, Miami and New England will play each other in week 1. It's kind of becoming something of an unofficial tradition for these two.
And we'll take it if they keep playing games like we've seen over the last 2 years, because New England scored a late touchdown to secure a win in 2020, then had a red zone fumble in 2021 to let Miami hang on for a 1-point win last year in Foxborough. It's like in boxing. You get 2 great fights, each guy takes one. You definitely want the rubber match to see who is the better team. And Miami feels like they've really closed the gap.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season, last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This one into the hands of Aguilar. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
For the second consecutive season, Tua as a starter and Miami as a team both had winning records but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific, only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions, but he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? You give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we're going to tie it 7. The drive here is spanning 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones dancing away at the 35. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night. Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part. Getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. It's not often you see trades within a division, but that's just what happened with Devontae Parker. Spent 7 years in a Dolphins uniform, but was traded to these Patriots back in April. And he makes the catch there against his former mates. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. He's got Smith here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to give that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Jonnu Smith was a part of the Patriots' huge free agency push in 2021, but only 1 touchdown in his first season with the Patriots. With the way the franchise loves to use tight ends, I think that number is going to increase in year 2. Here, he picks up a 1st down with a nice catch.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage? Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
After one, 17-7 is our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the ball. touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, brother, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds up to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, they run with Edmonds. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 2nd down and 7. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin things here with Gaskin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Jones on 3rd down. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris, and he stopped immediately there. Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Folks' kick is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A little juke. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man.
Extra point being good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. New England trying to get a place on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Jones on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Jake Bailey now. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Tua now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
This one fielded at the 5. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Play action. Now it's Tua. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Gaskin. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Edmonds will score. Touchdown, Miami. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonnu Smith, 81 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Able to slither by, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa being chased out left. That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he wisely will throw that one away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Oh, good move. A second juke. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Jones now from the gun on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Going right back to Wilson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on second down. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Folks' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Harris running straight ahead. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Miami set to take over. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw here's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score fourth quarter deficit. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Here's Stevenson, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Pass incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He completes it to Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Draw play, Edmonds. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ready. And they'll get him down right around the 16. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This is Harris. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 10, a minute 36 to go. That's going to be caught by Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tua. His throw incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. And this one is incomplete. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Pass complete as Akama with it. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Tua to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 seconds to go. Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Patriots, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.